So, so originally, hold on, let's do this right. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you are through to the Fight Gun and Fight channel. I am your host, and just some quick thoughts on Digimon Adventure Try Chapter 3 Kokuhaku. Um, Now, I want to preface this. This is a quick thoughts. It's not the full review. After having watched all 5 episodes, seriously, guys, 5 episodes for this one. Uh, After watching all 5 episodes, I'm emotionally spent. Okay, this episode wasn't just sad; it was terrifying. Um, and not in a ooh spooky sort of terrifying. Terrifying in a genuine fear for the events that are being put into motion, and a genuine fear for the well-being of the characters. This episode demands it commands you to have a box of tissues ready. Um, Episode 1, nothing happens. I mean, I'm just gonna preface this. Right. I've sort of already said I'll preface it, and that was the. This is just quick thoughts. But for me, episode 1, nothing happens. And episode 2 is sort of a slow burn. 3, it picks up. 4, it gets serious. 5 brings it back down, and then sucker punches you because it can. Um, this is not where I thought they were going to go with this. When they start rolling out the teaser trailers, and we knew Patamon was getting infected. Right, like that was no big secret. And I think a lot of people thought, okay, well, this is, judging by the poster, this is going to be a TK and Izzy episode. They'll get their mega evolutions and the infection will go away, and by the end of the episode they'll have found a way to combat it. I think everyone sort of had, maybe not those exact thoughts, but I think something along those lines. I'm not spoiling the chapter here because I'm going to do that in my full review, as I always do. That's going to be a lot more in depth. It's going to be longer. Prepare yourself for that. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to review it as if I'm reviewing all 5 chapters stitched together. And that involves me watching it again when I can actually take in subtleties and minor details that I missed the first time round. So, um, we find out who the Kaiser is. That sucked. That's I didn't want to. Who it is would have been my last guess. It makes sense in context of what we know so far, but at the same time, I would have rather they maybe held that off. Just maybe mid chapter 4. I think blowing their load on it now, ruins it a little bit. Just simply because of how the episode plays out and a certain event in the episode. Um, that I can't say too much without spoiling, but there's a certain massive event in the chapter. And the idea that the Kaiser might have somehow escaped it, or not being affected by it would have been rather intriguing. Um, Especially since it touched on, not in terms of the Kaiser, but in terms of two of the other characters. There's a line that said, and then to see that the Kaiser escaped this event as well would make you sort of think, oh, well, maybe all's not as it seems. With the reveal, they just, no, nothing is what it seems. But, I'll get to that more in the proper review. Seeing Hercules Kabuterimon on screen being such a badass. Hercules Kabuterimon was amazing. I think how they brought him into the chapter was really sweet. It's the reasoning behind it and how it comes together is very sweet and very heartfelt. Guys, I don't even know what to be saying right now. I'm as I said at the start of this, I am emotionally spent. You can probably hear it in my voice. Um, like it doesn't help. I only finished Phoenix Wright, Spirit of Justice, the other day, and I was spent from that because the ending to that was a roller coaster, and then this on top of it, the chapter going no way in the direction that I thought it might go. It just there's funny moments, there's sad moments, there's angry moments. This every emotion is in this chapter. From Mimi and Izzy arguing again for the exact same thing they argued about in season one, in the episode, right? Of all the chapters, this has to be an intentional reference. There's, I don't even know if this counts as a spoiler, but like there's a scene where they're all in Koshiro's safe house or whatever, and Koshiro is hammering away on the computer. He's trying to find a cure to the infection or a way to deal with it and whatever. And as he's going on, Mimi is like, you need to be careful and respectful of Mako's feelings in this, because everybody's just lost. And he turns around and says something to the effect of, there are more important things at stake. I can't be worrying about something so trivial. All right. And they sort of, and Mimi and Izzy, they argue over that. This being in a chapter with a Kabuterimon evolution, okay, which if you go back to season one, Koshiro and Mimi arguing in the factory, or not the factory, was it the factory? No, it was the Numamon episode. It wasn't even the Cub. Wait, no, that was the start of it, though, wasn't it? Man, I need to go back and watch those early episodes. But you know what I'm getting at. There's like the scene where Izzy is trying to learn everything he can about the digital world, and he's tapping away at his laptop, and he's taking in all the digital letters, the alphabet, and like trying to learn about the world. And Mimi's giving out to him for being so engrossed in the laptop, and he's not paying attention to her feelings, and she storms off. And by the end of the episode, we no, because that was the Centaurimon episode. Yeah, okay. Andromon was who they fought when Kabuterimon turned up. But but you get where I was going with it. They, it's such a callback. It's unreal. Like that. 6 years later, they are exactly the same people. And I liked that. I did. I sort of like that they touch on that. Joe. Oh my God, Joe just couldn't stay out of this episode, or this chapter, for as much as he wanted to, just put his head in the sand and have nothing to do with things. in chapters 1 and 2. He is everywhere in this. Hell, he's one of the first of the Digidestined to have their partners evolve for the big fight. Like he's thrown himself back into the mission, and that's really cute to see. Holy crap, this is meant to be a quick thoughts thing, and I'm 10 minutes in. Quick thoughts aren't 10 minutes. And if this is 10 minutes for quick thoughts, God help you for when I get the actual review done over the weekend. Providing my back lets me. I am in a lot of pain right now. Ow. I recommend watching it, of course. If you've watched chapter 1, you've watched chapter 2, you need to watch this. It's 5 episodes, though, rather than the usual 4. Keep a box of tissues, get some snacks, and just watch them all in one go. As I said before, episode 1 is very slow. Nothing really happens, nothing of worth. Well, except that Izzy Mimi thing, really. But episode 1 is slow. Episode 2 picks it up a bit, and everything just escalates and escalates. And 5 is the breather, and then it punches you in the face. Because it can. And I know I said that earlier on, but I'm saying it once again for good measure. Cookies, if you actually get that reference. Not actual cookies, digital cookies. You get my applause. So yeah, no, just like I really enjoyed it. I wasn't really feeling it up until episode 3, and then it started picking up, and then it started clicking, and as it went on, it's really good storytelling when you put the five pieces of Exodia the 5 episodes when you put the 5 together, it's a really good storytelling episode. It's very dramatic, and I just I'm gonna, for the full review, as I said, I'm gonna have to go back, give it a second, maybe third watch in some places, but I'm hoping to get that out over the weekend, so do look forward to it. But until then, I will talk to you all very, very soon. Be sure to like, favorite, comment down below, subscribe for more, and the Kokuhaku review will be going out as soon as I can get it recorded and rendered and uploaded and all that fancy stuff. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good evening.